What's up? Quick uke tips here. Today we're going to learn about bar chords. Now, bar chords tend to be a scary thing in the ukulele community because they don't always sound great at first. Our fingers are used to coming down directly on top of the strings, pressing one string at a time. Bar chords require you to use one finger to press down on multiple strings at a time. Now, the reason why they're such a taboo thing is because they don't always sound great once you start playing them. That's because it takes a minute for you to build up the muscle in your finger to be able to press down on all the strings and get a clean sound. So it's not going to sound great at first, but the more you do it, the more muscle will build up in your finger and the cleaner it will sound as you go on. Bar chords are also great to learn because they'll help you develop a new relationship with the notes when you can see how they're spaced out on the fretboard. They're also pretty cool because you can use one shape and you can move it around to achieve multiple notes. For example, C, D, E, F, and G, all using this same shape. So let's dive in and learn how we can tackle these bar chords. A really good first bar chord to know would be your B minor. You're just going to cover the whole entire second fret. Now technically this is B minor 7th. If you put a finger up here on the 4th fret on the top string, that's B minor, but they sound pretty much the same. Now you can move this shape around and achieve multiple chords. I'll just highlight a few of them so you can get the idea and we can keep this video rolling. So here we have B minor, move that up to the 4th fret. We got C sharp minor, move it up to the 5th fret. We have D minor, move it up to the 7th fret. We have E minor, move it up to the 9th fret. We have F sharp minor. So there's your first bar chord. It's the simplest one to learn. It just requires going at it a few times to build up that muscle in your finger. Going back to this B minor position, if we take our pinky and we put it on the 5th fret, we have a D chord. This is D, this is D. Now if we take that, we move it up to, we got E. Move it up one more, there's F. Move it up two more to the 7th fret, we have G. Move it up two more to the 9th fret, we have A. Going to the next bar chord hand position, we're going to move down to this B minor again. We're going to take our middle finger and we're going to put it on the E string on the 3rd fret. We're going to take our ring finger and we're going to put it on the top string on the 4th fret. That's your G bar chord. Now I've seen this done in a different way too. This might be easier, might be more difficult, but you can try out both and see what works for you. So you can achieve the same chord by playing a G chord with your middle finger on the bottom string on the 2nd fret, ring finger on the E string on the 3rd fret, pointer finger on the C string on the 2nd fret, just like you're playing a G chord, but we're going to put our pinky on the 4th fret on the top string. There's your G chord. Now I'm just going to use the bar chord version of G because that's how I learned it, that's what's most comfortable for me. And I'll show you a few chords that we can do using that same shape. So barring the 2nd fret, we got G. Move it up to the 4th fret, we have A. Move it up to the 5th fret, we have B flat. Move it up to the 7th fret, we have C. And move it up to the 9th fret, we have D. Now if you get comfortable with this, you can take your pinky, you can put it right underneath your ring finger on the 4th fret, and you'll be able to get a minor chord. You can also achieve this bar chord by putting your pointer finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, middle finger 3rd fret on the E string, ring finger 4th fret on the G string, the top string, and put your pinky right underneath that 4th fret on the C string. There's your E minor. Move it up 2 frets to the 4th fret, you have F sharp minor. Move it up 1 more fret to the 5th fret, you have G minor. Move it up 2 more, starting on the 7th fret, you have A minor. The next bar chord we're going to cover, you might already know if you're familiar with the B flat. We're going to go like this. We're going to cover the bottom 2 strings on the 1st fret with our pointer finger. We're going to take our middle finger, put it on the C string on the 2nd fret, and put our ring finger on the top string on the 3rd fret. There's your B flat. I've also seen this chord played like this. We take our middle finger, put it on the bottom string on the 1st fret, put our pointer finger on the 1st fret on the E string, our ring finger, 2nd fret C string, and our pinky on the top string, the G string, on the 3rd fret. Move it up 2, you have C. Move it up 2 more to the 5th fret, you have D. Move it up 2 more to the 7th fret, you got E. Move it up 1 fret to the 8th fret, you got F. Move it up to the 10th fret, and you have G. Now if we take that position, we play it on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th fret, we got our C chord. If we want to go to the relative minor of that, which would be A minor, we take our pinky and we put it on the E string on the 5th fret. I've also seen this chord played like this. We put our pointer finger on the 3rd fret on the A string. We put our pinky on the 5th fret on the E string. We put our middle finger on the 4th fret on the C string. And we put our ring finger on the 5th fret on the G string. That's your A minor. Move it up 2 more, you have B minor. Move it up 2 more to the 7th, 8th, and 9th, you got C sharp minor. Move it up to the 8th, 9th, and 10th, you got D minor. And so on and so forth. And here's the last bar chord. We're going to take our pointer finger, we're going to cover the bottom string on the 1st fret, and we're going to take our ring finger and we're going to cover the top 3 strings on the 3rd fret. That's your E flat or D sharp. Now that might be tricky because you have to press down and bend your finger back. There's another way you can go about this, which might be a little bit easier. Do whatever's more comfortable for you. So the alternative way of playing that one, you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to put it on the top string on the 3rd fret. You're going to put your ring finger on the C string on the 3rd fret and your pinky on the E string on the 3rd fret. Then you're going to take your pointer finger and put it on the bottom string on the 1st fret. You're covering the same string, so you're getting the same chord, E flat or D sharp, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm going to play it like this because this is how I'm used to doing it, and I'll move it around so you can see a few different chords. Here we got E flat. If we play it on the 3rd and 5th, we get F. Move it up to the 5th and 7th, you get G. Move it up to the 7th and 9th, and you get A. Here's an exercise you can use to start practicing them. Pick a simple chord progression and try playing it in different areas on the neck. Maybe first you'll start here, second you'll move here, and third you'll move up here. When you get good with that, you can start practicing it in all different areas and alternating where you play the chords. I'm just going to play G, C, G, and D. And we can hear how it sounds when we add the different bar chords in. Let's add them all together. So there you have it, a crash course in bar chords. Don't feel discouraged if you hit any funky notes. Just keep trying. The more you go at it, the more your finger muscles will build up and you'll be slaying the bar chords in no time. If your fingers start to hurt, take a break, don't hurt yourself. Most importantly, have fun. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you thought this was helpful. It helps the channel out a whole lot. And we'll see you next time. Feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments of tutorials you want to see covered next time.